Hi everybody, my name is Shana, and today I am really excited and really nervous about this workout. We're going to spend 45 minutes together using the TRX suspension trainer, the TRX kettlebell, and the TRX rip trainer. We're going to do a series of 5 different mini circuits. Mini circuits are going to be around through each of these tools, and then we do it again, switching sides if need be. 45 seconds of work, not a lot of rest, 15 seconds of rest. So you're really gonna get your heart rate up, and we're gonna try some pretty challenging stuff today. All right, so let's get started. We're gonna start with our regular TRX warm-up. We're gonna start with your standing rollout. Straps are at mid-length, stand facing away from the anchor point. I'm in this nice, strong, active plank on the balls of my feet, squeezing everything. Rolling those arms out just a touch, and then bringing my hands directly beneath my shoulders. Rolling out and bracing. We're setting your plank. All 3 of these tools, the suspension trainer, the kettlebell, the rip trainer, having a nice, strong, active core when you're using them is absolutely essential. If your core gets loose, then you put yourself at risk for injuring your back, especially when you're doing a pretty tough workout like today's. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squat row combo. Straps stay at mid-length, stand facing the anchor point. Lean back a bit, walk it under, feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. Drop your bucket down, squat, plank, row with a big squeeze behind your shoulder blades, and plank. Alternate those 2 movements. We're loosening up your hips and your knees. We definitely have some squatting action today. And a big squeeze behind your shoulder blades, waking up your proper posture. Eyes are up at the anchor. Let's set your body position in alignment. Ears away from your shoulders, neck is relaxed. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward lunge with Y-fly. Straps at mid-length, stand facing away, find your Franken plank position. Body weight directly above your feet. Take a big step forward with your right foot, bend the left knee down, pressing into those handles, come right back up. And you're alternating sides. Now I'm opening up my hips, I'm stretching out my chest. Again, make sure you come back to this upright position with your arms straight out in front of you. And that'll allow you to get a really nice stretch through your hip flexors when you step forward. And let's line up your lunge. We're going to be doing a little bit of lunging today too. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Single leg hip hinge. Let's connect your brain to your body and work on a little bit of balance. Straps at mid-length, stand facing, press down, balance on your left foot. Hinge forward, get a little bit of a stretch through your hamstrings, and come right back up. I'm hinging down, enjoying that stretch, and returning. Actively driving downward into those handles. Shoulders are down and back out of my ears. My hips are square, they're parallel to the floor. And my right toes are pointed directly down toward the floor. Getting a nice big stretch in my hamstrings on the left side. Go ahead and switch, same thing. Plant your right foot. Actively press down into the handles. By pushing down into the handles, that engages those core muscles. You can actually feel that. The harder you push down, the more your tummy muscles engage. So that's going to help protect your spine. And when those muscles in the middle are tighter, it helps us stretch out our hips and shoulders a little more too. Because, spoiler alert, we're using your shoulders a lot today too. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do your lateral lunges. Give you a nice wide stance, toes pointed directly forward. Bend your right knee, sink your right bum back, pull yourself up. Bend your left knee. I'm shifting side to side, but I'm using the handles to unload my body weight so that I can really focus on the stretch. You can turn this into a Cossack stretch too if you pick up that inside toe and rotate it up. I usually sink a little bit lower with this. You feel that a bit more in the hamstrings. But make sure your grounded foot, that heel, stays down. 3, 2, and 1. Let's do your golfer's rotation with shoulder sweep. So hands belly button height, press down, rotate all the way up, and then drop those arms down, open the chest up and return. Swing down and through, touch the ceiling, drop those arms down, and come back up. Enjoy that stretch. After this, we're going to do one warm-up move with the kettlebell, and then we'll start our first round. Now, between each round, we have a 1-minute setup time where you get to rest and watch me. And I have to forfeit my rest break to show you what we're doing. Hopefully this works out okay. 3, 2, and 1. Let's do some kettlebell ribbons. So grab your kettlebell, a medium weight kettlebell if you have a selection here, and hug it in front of your chin. You're gonna wrap it around your head and then bring it to your hips. Unhinge your hips, wrap it around, and bring it to the other hip. So I'm actually drawing a ribbon. The handle of the kettlebell gets right next to my neck, but try not to bonk your head. That's definitely not a good way to start your workout. Oofta. 20 seconds left. Opening the chest up, and then we'll get started with our first round of work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. First round of work. Let's get everything set up. We've got a minute. We're doing TRX Crunches on the suspension trainer. Straps are at mid-calf length, handles about knee height. We get your toes in the foot cradles. We'll be ground facing away from the anchor point. Strong plank, knees come in and out. Second exercise will be your planks on your kettlebell. Your hands will go directly on your kettlebell, or even more challenging, on the handle, and you're just gonna hold a nice, strong, active plank. Finally, we're going to do your rip stack. So grabbing your rip trainer, left hand palm down, zone 1, right hand palm up, zone 4, feet wide, shoulder width. Bring your left hand into your hip and point forward. The second time we go around, we'll do the other side. So let's get into position for those TRX crunches. Straps are at mid-calf length. Get those toes in. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. It's 45 seconds of work. My shoulders are directly above my hands, and I find that nice, strong, active plank. Eyes are out ahead of me slightly to help keep my neck neutral. If this gets to be too challenging or you start to feel your hips sagging, just set your knees down, reset, and then join us back into that exercise. You should never have back pain when you do this, and those hips should never drop below parallel with the floor during these exercises. I'm actively driving my hands into the floor, keeping my shoulders directly above my wrists. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Double butt kick. 15 seconds recovery. And then what we're gonna do is do your plank on your kettlebell. Dun, dun, dun. And remember, we'll get to go around and do all of this stuff again. Hands on the kettlebell, strong plank, and press it up. I'm actively driving my hands down into the kettlebell. I'm squeezing my butt cheeks. You've got that winning lottery ticket between your butt cheeks. I'm trying to come by and take it. Hold it tight, tight, tight. And my shoulders are directly above my hands. If you need to reset again, you set your knees down, reset, and rejoin us. We still have 20 seconds left of this kettlebell plank. Everything tight, bracing your core, driving those hands down. Calves are tight, quads are tight, glutes are squeezing. 10 seconds left, even tighter. Whew. I know you've got the energy. We just started. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get to your rip stack. Now, these are tricky. You don't have to go terribly far away from the anchor point. Left hand palm down, zone 1. Right hand palm up, zone 4. Standing sideways, feet wide. 3, 2, and 1. Point that rip trainer directly in front of your body. Head and shoulders down. The bar stays perpendicular to your hips, making sure you have tension on the cord. If you need to make it easier, take a little step in closer. If you think you got more with this, take a little step out. This is a lot harder than it looks, isn't it? Are you keeping that chest open, shoulders away from your ears, holding onto that lottery ticket? I'm actively pulling with my left hand, pushing with my right hand. Perfect upright posture, squeezing those buns tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You got 15 seconds to get ready for those crunches again. If you want to make those more challenging, you can move further in front of the anchor. Toes in, ground facing away. Super strong plank. 2, and 1. Hit it. You have to get good at transitions for this workout. If you missed it, just pause, get in here, and then restart your video. Push down, drive it in. Again, I'm actively driving my hands down. Shoulders are away from my ears. I'm squeezing all the muscles in my body, especially my core. If you feel the back pain or your hips start to sag, set your knees down, reset, and join us when you're ready to come back in. We're doing a lot of planking back to back with not a lot of rest. So definitely give yourself a moment if you need to avoid that back pain. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently set your knees down, double butt kick. We're gonna move into that kettlebell plank. If you wanna make it more challenging, you can hold the handle of your kettlebell, but make sure your body weight is directly over it so it doesn't tip over while you're holding your plank. 3, 2, and 1. Strong plank. I'm driving downwards into that kettlebell. My shoulders are down and back out of my ears, and I'm squeezing that lottery ticket between my butt cheeks. Instead of looking at my toes, my eyes are out in front of me slightly, and I'm actively pressing down. Remember, you have the option of resetting. In fact, I'd rather you reset and come back in than have a sloppy, saggy plank. And we're gonna drive and squeeze. Actively driving downward. You still have 15 seconds left. Can you squeeze everything just a little bit tighter? Remember, this is the last time we're going around with these particular exercises. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're moving on to our rip stack on the other side now. So grab that rip trainer. My right hand is palm down, zone 1. Left hand palm up, zone 4. Standing sideways, right hand goes to my hip. Left arm comes forward. Bar stays perpendicular to my body. If it's too challenging, you wiggle it in. If you think you got a little more, walk it out. And for those of you beefcakes out there, you can move your left hand to zone 3, right in the middle of the bar. I'm gonna let you do that. I'm gonna go back to zone 4 because I know what's coming in this workout. Shoulders stay down and back, buns stay tight. Chest is out tall and proud. We have 20 seconds left of our first round of work. Then we're done with our plank-themed round. And tighter, tighter, tighter. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Get rid of that rip trainer. You've got a minute to grab some water. Let me review our exercises here. We've got our TRX Single Leg Squat with an optional hop. Oh boy. Straps are at mid-length, so shorten them up just a touch from where we were. Stand facing the anchor point. Balance on your right leg. You'll lower straight down like an elevator, straight up. If you can, give me a little hop. Hop is optional. Then the next time through, we'll do the left leg. Then kettlebell goblet squats. Hugging the kettlebell under your chin, wide stance, as low as you can safely go, pressing through the floor. Then finally, our rip squat row. Palms down mid-zones, standing facing the anchor, middle of the bar, middle of your chest. Squat down, straighten your arms, stand up, pull the middle of the bar into the middle of your chest. Second time through, we'll turn the bar around. We're going in, 3, 2, and 1. Single leg squats with a hop. I go straight down and press to the floor, little hop. You don't have to go that low either. Some of you might be here, that's fine. Making sure though, when you come down, you keep that, you're still going, you keep that neutral spine, not letting your butt wink under. So it's down, pull with your arms, drive. Is your front knee tracking directly over your middle toes? Is your chest up, tall and proud? Are those shoulders out of your ears? Are you keeping that left heel grounded? Should be burning a bit. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Moving on to your goblet squats. So you're gonna grab your kettlebell and hug it tight into that goblet position under your chin. The depth is up to you, but I want you to challenge it. Feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Drop the bucket, drive it up. Now, as I stand up, I want you to think of pressing your feet apart, like you're trying to spread the floor between them. That makes your butt fire a little bit more, helps keep your knees in alignment. and that posture upright. Again, your range of motion is totally up to you. The width of your feet is totally up to you. We have 20 seconds left. Perfect posture, straight down, straight up. 10 seconds to go here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rip squat row. I'm gonna start with the cord on the right side of my body. Palms down in mid zones, middle of each handle. Standing facing the anchor point. You get to see my good side now. And chest is up, bend down, straighten your arms. Pull the middle of the bar to the middle of your chest. Squat down, squeeze behind those shoulder blades. Now the way I'm lined up here is the middle of the bar is right at the middle of my chest, and the middle of my chest is lined up with where my rip trainer is connected. I have that big squeeze behind my shoulder blades, but I've got a bit of an angle with the rip trainer. I'm going as low as I can, pressing my hips forward on top. Down and drive. Fully extending the hips. Are you keeping your shoulders away from your ears? 3, 2, 1. Now we've got to do those TRX single leg squats on your left leg. Straps at mid-length. Stand facing the anchor point. Aren't you glad you don't have to talk during this workout? I'm really jealous of you. All right, here we go. Straight down, add that hop if you can. Press in through the floor, a little bit of a hop. My chest is up tall, my shoulders are down and back. Option, you can take away the hop. You can even set down your right heel if you need to unload your body weight a little bit. Otherwise, give me that full show. You're in charge of how low you go. Are you pressing those hips straight back, but you still have a little bit of slack between each rep? I'm not leaning backwards when I do those single leg squats. Pushing down, driving up. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kettlebell goblet squats. Can you go a little bit lower safely? Grab onto your kettlebell, or maybe you want to grab a heavier kettlebell. What can you do to challenge yourself a little bit more? 3, 2, and 1. Drop that bucket down. Press your feet apart. Fully extend the hips. The other nice thing about these timed sets is you can go at whatever pace you want to go. If you want to crank out a few more reps, you can move a little faster. If you want to focus on form, slow it down just a touch. My shoulders are down and back. My eyes are up. I'm sinking my hips back like I'm squatting down on a stool or going camping and going to the bathroom in the woods. You've done it. 10 seconds left. Really driving through the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rip squat row. The cord is now on the left side of my body. So make sure you're doing the other side. Palms down mid zones, the middle of each handle. I'm standing facing the anchor point. To make it harder, I move further back. Middle of the bar, middle of my chest. Here I go. Squat down, pull it in. 15 seconds is not a long transition time, is it? Squat down, pull and squeeze behind those shoulder blades. Big engagement. And again, you can go faster if you'd like. I'm going to focus on my form, my range of motion. Shoulders away from my ears. We call it Stevie Wondering your neck, to relax your neck. And same squat form I had on those goblet squats and the single leg squats. Nice job, gang. 10 seconds to go. Drive those hips forward. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, all right. You've got a minute. Let's go over our next circuit. I'm going to take a quick sip of water, though. Our first exercise will be our TRX low row. Straps will be fully shortened. And I want you to challenge that angle. Hands at your rib cage, eyes up, straighten and squeeze, body straight. Second exercise, Kettlebell single arm row with a balance and a hinge. So balance on your left foot, hold the bell in your right hand, hinge, row, come back up. Then you'll do the other side the second time through. Finally, your rip paddleboard row. Left hand palm up, zone 1, right hand palm down, zone 4, stand facing. Strike that oar into the water just past your right heel. All right, let's get ready for your TRX low rows. And 1, here we go. Strong plank. Straighten the arms, squeeze them. Are those toes up towards your shins? Are you squeezing your butt cheeks? And you know the drill, the lower you go, the harder these guys are. How low can you go? Can you do a rock bottom low row? Way under the anchor? I'm not gonna do that for 45 seconds, but I'm daring you. 15 seconds to go. Shoulders down and back out of your ears. That next one's gonna be a bit of a balance challenge. That's why we warmed up those single leg hip hinges. Big squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, kettlebell single arm row with a hip hinge. Grab the kettlebell with your right hand, balance on your left foot. You still have 5 seconds. You're going to hinge forward, row, and return. So I hinge, I row, squeeze behind my shoulder blades, come back up. Hinge forward, shoulder blades, and return my posture. Slight bend in my left knee. And notice how I'm moving my left arm even though it's not holding weight. That helps keep my shoulders square and my brain engaged with what I'm doing. Bit of a stretch in the hamstrings, row, come back up. If you're super talented, try not to set your right foot down on top. I don't think I've made it to that level yet. Let me try. Whoop, whoop. We're sneaking some hamstring work in this set too here. Squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Rip paddleboard row. Grab that rip trainer. Left hand palm up, zone 1. Right hand palm up, zone 4. I'm gonna dip my rip trainer into the water just past my right ankle. Stand up, point it toward the anchor, drive it down. I'm pulling back with my right hand, pushing down with my left hand. So it's not just my right side that's doing all the work. Now, usually my clients can move a little further back with this one than some of those other rip trainer exercises. Now, notice I'm not fully extending that right arm in front. It's staying fairly close to my heart, but I'm still stabbing the left arm and pulling and engaging with my right arm. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go back to your TRX low rows. So my straps are fully shortened. Can you go a little bit lower during the set? Stand facing, walk it under, eyes at the anchor. Here we go. 45 seconds here. Big squeeze behind your shoulder blades. What I like to do is kind of like a drop set in the weight room where I start lower, then I know I can finish. I'll do a few reps here. When I'm pooped out here, I move back a little bit. And then I do as many reps here as I can. Neck is relaxed. I'm reminding myself. And then I keep moving backwards during that set. I never stop. I just keep moving back as I get fatigued. I'm still holding onto that lottery ticket between my butt cheeks. I'm still tucking my ribs in. My eyes are still up at the anchor point. 10 seconds to go. Big squeeze behind those shoulder blades. 3, 2, and 1. All right, kettlebell single arm row with the hinge. Now I'm gonna grab this kettlebell with my left hand and balance on my right foot. I'm gonna hinge forward on my right leg and row with my left hand. 2 and 1, here we go. Hinge, row, and return. You can set that left foot down or you can skip it. I'm squeezing behind my shoulder blades and I'm bringing my left hand all the way up to my rib cage. Hinge, row, and return. Focus on that big squeeze on the bottom. I'm still bending my right knee slightly and I'm actively driving my right foot into the floor. really working behind the left shoulder blades. Grounding that foot, driving the hips forward on my way up. You have less than 10 seconds to go. 1 or 2 more rows here. 3, 2, and 1. Rip paddleboard row on the other side. If you're right-handed, this side's gonna feel kind of goofy. So I'm gonna have my right hand palm up, zone 1, left hand palm down, zone 4. Over to the outside of my left heel, here we go. Stab into that water. I'm pulling back, pressing down. I liken this to if I'm canoeing with a friend and I'm in front and I try to splash the water back at them. I'm pulling behind my left shoulder blade, taking that right hand and driving it down. My chest still stays upright, and the focus is on the pull with my left arm. But the right hand is assisting, core is stable, resisting that rotation. And you can go to town. If you want to go fast here, do it. I have to be able to talk to you for another few minutes. 3, 2, and 1. You made it through round 3. We only have 2 more rounds to go, you guys. You got this. All right, next round. Oh yeah, we're gonna do some lunge fun. So we're gonna do a TRX Sprinter Start in the suspension trainer. So straps are fully lengthened. Stand facing away. You actually have to let go of the handles and get the straps in your armpits. I'm gonna center my right foot to the anchor, reach my left leg back. I drive the left knee up and return, hardly pushing that left foot into the floor. Most of the work is right leg. Kettlebell thread the needle lunges. I'm gonna pause for just a second here for my timer. Get a slightly longer than 1 minute rest. So my kettlebell thread the needle lunges, this is important. When I step forward with my right foot, the kettlebell comes around the right side. Also, I need to get low enough so that I can keep my chest up tall. You should never slouch forward and drop your shoulders when you do these. If you can't do that without doing that, just ditch the weight and do alternating stepping lunges. All right, finally, your rip lunge press. So this one, they look so easy, but I call them drunken lunges because you actually feel like a drunk person trying to do them. Arms are out in front of you, you lunge, step together, other leg lunges. Let's get ready for those sprinter starts in 3, oh boy, 2, and 1. Sprinter starts, right leg lead, forward, back, absorb. Now make sure that those straps are under your armpits like a backpack, and your hands are glued to your rib cage. Eyes are out ahead of you slightly. Your quads will be burning with this one. Your calves will be burning with this one. Avoid really pressing off that back leg. You hardly touch the toes on that left leg. If this gets to be too challenging, just turn it into a regular sprinter start without the hop. Less than 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. All right, maybe I stopped 1 second before the timer. Thread the needle lunges. Grab your kettlebell. Nice, strong, tall posture. I'm gonna step forward with my right foot first. 3, 2, and 1. Step forward with the right foot, thread the needle, press it back up. Left foot, I lower straight down, press it back up. My chest stays up tall and proud as I move between these 2 legs. So you're alternating legs on this one. This will be the same in both sets. Is your front knee tracking directly over your middle toes? Are you really grounding that front foot, keeping your chest up tall and proud? 15 seconds left with this one. Whew. That knee buckled in, don't do that. Actively pressing down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rip lunge press. Our drunken lunges. Holding onto mid zones, cord is on the right side of your body, end range of motion, arms are extended, you're in your lunge. Here we go. Step it together, find your balance, step the other leg forward, press your arms forward. Making sure you have your balance before you drive into that next rep. If you want to make it harder, you can walk further forward. If you want to make it easier, you can walk back, but make sure you're not getting slack in that cord between reps, because that can wreak havoc on your back, because it helps, or it doesn't help you keep your core tight and stable. Speaking of that, are you bracing your core to resist the rotation that cord is trying to provide? 10 seconds left. Squeeze and brace and drive. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to go back to your sprinter starts. Left leg lead. Straps are fully lengthened. They go under your armpits like a backpack. Lock them into your rib cage, walk it back. 2 and 1. Here we go. Forward, back, reset. I'm barely touching my right foot to the ground. My eyes are out in front of me slightly. I'm actively pressing into the floor. I also never touch my left heel to the ground. Also, if this gets too tough, just focus on the regular sprinter starts. We have 20 seconds left. Again, I'm hardly pushing off that back leg. That's one of the biggest cheats I see, is people bending and loading that back knee. Think of these more like a powerful step up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, thread the needle lunges. Here we go, grab that bell. Woo. You ready, guys? I don't know if I am. I'm gonna start with the kettlebell in my left hand just to change it up a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. I step forward with my left foot. Bell comes underneath, press back up. Make sure you have your stability and your posture. A way you can make this a little bit easier if you've got some room, you can turn these into walking thread the needle lunges so you don't have to push back. That's one of the harder parts of this exercise. But my chest stays tall. I'm not allowed to slouch those shoulders, so I really have to get my back knee down nice and low. I promise I haven't been drinking. 15 seconds left. Driving through. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Get rid of that kettlebell. Rip lunge press. The cord is going to be on the left side of your body. Stand facing away from the anchor. Fully extend those arms. Find the end range of motion of your lunge. 2 and 1. I step it together, brace, press it forward. Alternating. Press and return. This is kind of setting us up for our final rip trainer move. My chest is tall and proud. My shoulders stay square. Again, you can pick up the pace, but make sure you have stability and your shoulders and knees aren't wiggling all over the place. Sometimes it helps to just stop, reset, and then start with those lunges again. 15 seconds left. Really drive forward with your left arm. Don't let that rip trainer control you. You control it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. One more round. Are you ready for this? We're gonna do some pushing movements. Our first exercise is your atomic push-up. Straps are at mid-calf length. Your toes will be in, you'll be ground facing away from the anchor point. Strong plank. It's a push-up and then a crunch. Option, push up on your knees and then a crunch. Second exercise, single arm kettlebell press. Bring your kettlebell into the racked position, press it up, and return to the racked position. Finally, your rip jump press. Same starting position as our lunge, except for feet are shoulder width apart. Squat down, jump, land back down. Jump is optional. You can also do a rip, squat, press. Let's get those toes in for your atomic push-ups. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Nice strong plank. Your body is moving down and up like a surfboard. Hinging those hips in or up as you pull the knees in. Option, knees down, body planked. You can do the push-up from your knees and then the crunch. Otherwise, your full push-up, trying to get that chest about 5 inches off the ground, and then hinging those hips as your knees come in. 10 seconds left. A few more reps here. 3, 2, and 1. Gently double butt kick. Come on out of there. We're moving on to our single arm overhead press. I clearly should have brought a sweat towel because I'm getting a little sweaty. Racked position, fingers through, thumb by your chin. 2, 1. Now I'm keeping my core nice and tight and braced, coming back to that racked position between each rep. Really fighting to keep my right shoulder out of my ears. I'm squeezing my buns, hiding the rib cage. This is a tricky one. Just keep reminding us, we're going to be in the last round here. Resetting between each rep. 20 seconds to go. Buns tight. Relax my neck. Stevie Wonder it. Tight, tight. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. That's about all I had with that one. All right, rip jump press. Grabbing that rip trainer. Palms down, mid zones. Stand facing away from the anchor point. Got your nice, strong, active plank. And I'm going in. 3, 2, and 1. Press the hips back. Jump and absorb. Jump and absorb. Chest is up tall. Driving that bar away from me. Now remember, option if you don't want to jump, squat, press, and return. You also want to avoid letting that cord pull your body. So I actually check it to the right a little bit and then really extend my right arm as I leave the ground. 10 seconds left. Then we're going back to those atomic push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Atomic push-ups. So our straps are at mid-calf length. Pop those toes in nice and quick. Let's get ready for this adventure. We are almost done. This is our last 3 sets of our workout today. And then we stretch. 2 and 1. Strong plank. Push up and crunch. Driving your hands into the floor. Pressing my heels back into the handles. That really helps my nice strong plank. Keeps everything in alignment. The worst thing you can do, especially if you're feeling fatigued right now, is sag your hips. That's going to lead to back pain. If you need to, set the knees down and reset, or you can do the push-up from your knees. Keep going. We've got 15 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're moving on to that single arm chest press. I'm sorry, that single arm overhead press. So, move my watch around here. I get the kettlebell in the rack position, tummy tight, drive it up, and bring it back right by my chin. Everything tight, press it straight up, shoulders down away from my ears, and bring it back in. Tummy tight, driving up, and breathe. Actively press. You keep going. I'm going to shake it out. I see my form starting to break down. So if I notice that, I'm going to take a little break. I don't want my shoulder creeping up to my ear or my back arching. You keep going. We got 15 seconds left. Brace. Big press and return. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. One more exercise of our workout today, that rip jump press. This is a great grand finale. So grab your rip trainer, cords on the left side, palms down mid-zone, stand facing away, extend those arms. Ready, gang? Here we go. Bend the knees, press it out, return. Press it, return it. I'm really actively driving my arms forward, keeping the knees tracking over my middle toes. If you want to make it harder, scooch forward a little bit. Or you can take out that jump if you need to. 15 seconds left. Actively drive. Check it, drive it. Don't let that cord control you. 10 seconds left of your workout. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, walk it out. Catch your breath. Grab a sip of water. You have earned this cool down. You guys, that was a super hard workout. I am so impressed. All right, I'm gonna grab a sip of water too. Then we've got some really feel-good stretches here that you definitely earned today. We're gonna start with your TRX T-spine rotation. So shorten your straps up slightly to mid-length. Now, I'm gonna have you stand sideways to the anchor point. So right now I've got my left shoulder facing the anchor. Your inside foot is in front, your outside foot's behind. So the one closer to your door or to your straps is in front. My outside arm reaches all the way across the front of my body. Top arm over the top, inhale. Exhale, fall open. My shoulders fall away from my ears, relaxing my neck. Ah, that should feel good. You might get a couple snap, crackle, pops in there too. We did a lot of rotation and resisting rotation today by using that rip trainer. Shoulders away from your ears. Now, I really, really hope that even though those are long sets and we didn't get a lot for rest, you were still able to maintain proper form. I definitely had to check it back. You saw that on that single arm shoulder press because I was losing my form. And sometimes you just have to check your ego at the door, stop, shake it out, and restart. That's way better than getting hurt. Let's turn it around, other side. So now my right shoulder's facing the anchor. I'm walking as far as I can to the left. Inside foot in front, outside foot behind. This arm crosses over the top. Inhale, exhale, fall open. Eyes follow that thumb. Shoulders away from your ears. Big inhales and exhales. And inhale. And exhale, open it up. Again, eyes follow that thumb. Shoulders dropping down and back. And one more time, inhale. Does that feel good? This inside arm is totally straight. Maybe a little further this time, not forcing it. Just let gravity do that job. And release. Let's do your long torso twist stretch. So your straps stay at mid-length, stand facing the anchor point, walk it back with your arms straight out in front. Take a sexy step, left foot over the right, bam. Toes pointed sideways, but my torso, my chest is facing forward, thus the torso twist. Inhale, exhale, press your right hip straight back toward the floor. So my chest is facing down toward the floor, but my toes are pointed to the right, and I've hinged at my hips. Pressing my right hip way back toward the floor. Relaxing my shoulders away from my ears. Oh, I can feel those rows that we did today in this stretch all the way down the right side of my lats. Good, inhale. Exhale, bring it up. Other side. Take your right foot, cross it over the top. My chest is forward, but my toes are pointed toward the left. Inhale, exhale, press your hips straight back. Folding your body in half again. And feel that stretch in the outside of your left hip, but make sure you fold at your hip and not just reach your arms in front. And feel that stretch all the way down the left armpit through your lats on that side. You can move around a little bit on the bottom. And slowly come on up out of there. We're gonna end with your chest and torso stretch after all those push-ups. I don't know if I'm gonna leave my arms on the steering wheel when I drive home today from those. My straps are at mid-length, stand facing away. Oh, that was a good one. Walk it forward, arms in a T, and then step one foot in front, shoulders down. Really actively press your hands apart. Thumbs stay up toward the ceiling. Shoulders are dropping down out of your ears. Big inhales and exhales. Let's move it back a touch. Drop your right arm down, reach your left arm over. Lots of pressure on those handles. Really reach and stretch. And then the other side, drop that left arm down, reach the right arm up and over the top. Feel that nice side bend. Now step those feet together, forward fold, take a bow,
Holding onto the handles, let your head hang, dangle. Get a nice stretch through your back and your hamstrings.
Whew, and slowly come on up. Give yourselves a hand. Wow, that was an awesome workout. Not a lot of rest, so your heart rate probably went through the roof. We did 5 different rounds of work, similar movements within each round, and we did each round twice, playing on 3 of my favorite tools, the suspension trainer, TRX Kettlebell, and TRX Rip Trainer. You are awesome. Have a great day. Can't wait to see you again soon.